Hi, my name is Jen. Thanks for joining me today. Today's going to be a 30-minute post-holiday recovery stretch and mobility class. So today I know it's post-holiday after Christmas, and I know a lot of people have been traveling or a lot of people have been cooking and entertaining family. So I thought this would be a quick, effective way to get yourself back into your normal workout routine after being maybe stiff for a couple days. So I hope you enjoy it. And once you're ready, I'll meet you on the reformer. 3 red springs only, no props, just you and yourself on the reformer. Hope to see you there. All right, once you're ready, you're going to find yourself lying down. You're going to find your heels on that bar. We have 3 heavy springs on, so that's 3 reds on my carriage. From here, I want you to go prepare, bring those abs drawn into that spine. Shoulders are open wide. Take a big, deep inhale. On that exhale, extend yourself out and resist yourself back in. So again, taking a moment to see how you feel, especially if you've been sitting in the car for several hours traveling. Just think about pressing out on those heels, equal tension between both sides, equal weight. Both legs are pushing equally. Last 3 here. On this next one, come in halfway. Let's do little pulses here. 7. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out and bring it all the way in. Sliding down to the balls of the feet, dropping the heels down. Now you're going to gently lift those heels. Take an inhale, exhale, extend it out, and resist it in. Keeping those abs drawn in. Really lengthening as you extend yourself out on that foot bar. Trying to open through those hip flex. Last 4. On this last one, I want you to hold yourself out long. Now from here, I want you to drop those heels, bring them underneath that bar. Hold it underneath there. Get that good hamstring stretch. Feel that whole back line lengthening. Come up on those toes. Again, drop both those heels underneath that foot bar. Lengthen through that back side. We have 4 more here. Lift them up and drop them down. For 3. Last 2. On this last one, when both heels are down, hold them underneath that foot bar. Now from here, release one foot. Doesn't matter which one, drop it underneath the foot bar. Now flex the foot back to counteract, to give yourself a counter stretch. So you're pulling back with one leg and dropping that heel longer underneath on the other side. Yes, bringing that foot back to the foot bar. We're going to switch the foot now, taking the other foot, dropping it down, dropping the heel, flexing the foot, pulling the toes back towards your nose as you drop the heel further away from you. Come back up on those toes, bring both toes on the foot bar. You're going to click those heels together coming into Pilates V. We're going to bend and stretch here. So just letting your breath sync with your movement. Squeezing through that inner line now, activating those inner thighs as you extend yourself out, peeling them apart from each other as you come in. Still soft through the collarbones, keeping those shoulders back on that carriage mat. Last 2 here. Next time you come in, I want you to come in halfway, just hold it here. From here, I want you to press those heels together. Can you just open and close your legs? So coming out to that butterfly, closing back to center, coming in for some hip mobility here, while stabilizing the carriage using your glutes, using your abs, keeping that carriage stable. Core is quiet and engaged. Last 2. And last 1. Extend that carriage all the way out and bring it all the way in. Go ahead, find your heels on that bar. If your headrest is up, go ahead and knock it down. From here, arms are by our sides, heels are on that bar. You're going to take an inhale. You're going to articulate yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. And exhale, slowly roll it down. We're just taking this time here to find some mobility in our spine. So slowly articulate up. Find that line from your chest, your shoulders to your waist to your knees. Exhale, roll it down. Tilt the pelvis. Slowly articulate yourself up. Feel that stretch. Feel those knees reaching over those toes. Last one here. Slowly roll it up. Take your time. Feel the articulation. Find the mobility in that spine. Exhale, roll it down. Slowly bring yourself in. And we're going to reach our legs long. Bring our arms up towards the clouds. From here, we're going to bring our legs to tabletop. Okay, you can scooch away from the shoulder blocks a little. I want you to tuck your chin in towards your chest. Slowly articulate yourself up, keeping your bottom glued in that cement underneath you, and roll it down. So just coming into some chest lift ab curls here. Tucking your chin towards your chest. Slowly articulating yourself up, reaching those arms long towards that foot bar, and bringing it down. We have 4 more just like this. Slowly articulate, keeping that bottom heavy, staying there. Those arms are reaching, shoulder blades are open. Remember, activate by tucking your chin towards your chest first to support that neck. Last one here, we're going to roll it up. We're going to hold it up. Just reach those arms long. Now, can you reach that left arm a little bit closer to that foot bar? Bring it back to center. Reach that right arm. So we're translating our rib cage right now from side to side. Working into those obliques, getting movement in that rib cage, opening up that diaphragm. Last 2 to each side. Last one. Come back to center and slowly roll yourself on down. Bring those feet to the foot bar. Arms can come on down. And when you're ready, we're slowly going to come up, make a quick spring change. So from here, I'm going to be taking off 2 reds, adding on a blue spring. So I'm coming down to 1 heavy and 1 medium spring. I am going to grab my headrest. So from here, once you have your springs changed, you can come lie back down. We're going to go ahead, grab our straps behind us. So remember, the smaller loops are heavier weight, the longer loops are lighter weight. You choose what you need today. So once you're ready, have those arms up to the clouds. Float your legs to tabletop. Straight arm press. Bring your hands straight down towards your hips and resist it up. On this next one, if you want to lift that neck and chest, just like that ab curl we did before, tuck your chin towards your chest, slowly curl yourself up or reach those arms long to the footbar. Bring everything down as you come down. If this chest lift doesn't work for you, just leave your head down. We'll do 2 more here. Next time that head comes down, keep it down. Let's bring our arms down to our hips one more time. From here, we're coming into a tricep press. First 4 with the head down. Last 4, you can curl up if it works for you today. On this next one, if that ab curls for you, curl yourself up and resist it down with that tricep press. Keep that bottom glued to that carriage mat. Sync that breath with the movement. Last one here. When the arms are long, hold the arms, bring the head down, flip the palms towards your bum, and from here we're going to open up to a T. Squeeze, try to reach those fingers together underneath that bum. Open those arms out to the T. One more with the head down, and if you want to add that ab curl, we will add it here. Tuck that chin, curl yourself up, reach those hands closer together. As the arms open, the head comes down. Last 2 here. Last one. When the head comes down, let the arms come up to the clouds, find the foot bar, and go ahead and drop your knees from side to side. All right, let's get some mobility in those hips. So from here, we're going to go right into feet and straps. So go ahead, bring your feet into those long loops. Headrest can be up here. From here, when you're ready, once your legs are long in those straps, click your heels together to Pilates V. From here, you're going to bring your heels towards your glutes and resist it away. So think about activating from behind your glute muscles, pushing those heels together, activating those inner thighs. Last 2 here. Next time those feet are long, hold them there. Stay in Pilates V. We're going to lower and lift. So feel that stretch from the back of your hamstrings as you try to keep your spine stable in that neutral spine. Try to keep your pelvis from tilting to really get into that stretch and resist it down. Last 2 here. Next time your feet come down to 45, flick your feet into parallel. Now from here, please make sure your headrest is down. We're going to go into short spine. So from here, you're going to lift both legs into parallel. Let the straps pull you up and over, articulate over until your carriage comes to the dock. Bring your heels, come into Pilates V. Drop your knees towards your nose. Unwind your spine down towards the carriage mat as far as you can come. Bring your heels towards your glutes. Extend it out to Pilates V. Come back to parallel. Again, come up to the clouds. Let the straps continue taking you. Control the carriage as it hits the dock. Make sure you're on your shoulders, not on your neck. Find that Pilates V. Drop your knees towards the shoulder blocks. Articulate your spine down as far as you can go. Pull the heels to the glutes. Extend the legs long towards the foot bar. Again, back to parallel. You can come into a fluid more motion as you move. We'll do 2 more here. Getting the mobility through the whole spine. Last one here. Bringing those feet back to parallel. Let's float them up to the clouds one last time. Flex your toes towards your nose. And give yourself a hamstring stretch. And when you're ready, you can slowly bend those legs. Slowly take those feet out of the straps, and you can hang your straps on up. From here, we're going to come up for a spring change. We're going to come do a spring change. So we are going to be taking that blue spring off, just leaving one red spring on. From here, we're going to turn around. We're going to face our tower or our rails. And you're going to go ahead. Now you can have, if you have tight hamstrings, you can go ahead. You can have your feet on the outside of the shoulder blocks. If not, bring them to the insides. They can come side by side. If you can't keep them side by side, cross one over the other. So 1 hand's distance away from the back of the carriage. Go ahead, grab your straps, sit up nice and tall. We're going to come into a variation of chest expansion. So from here, when you're ready, I want you to bring your arms past your hips and resist it back. So working the posture muscles right now. Back past your hips. Reach those arms long past you. Last 3. When those arms come up, go ahead, bring them back towards the shoulder blocks. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take those loops and we're going to bring them past our shoulders. I'm using the short loops here. From here, you're going to open your arms wide. Now, if your legs are crossed, cross the other leg over. Switch your legs. Arms are wide, field goal position. From here, you're going to bring those elbows together. Squeeze the back muscles. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. So again, allow the straps, control them as they come together. Exhale, reach those arms long, bring those scapulas back and down. Last 3. Trying to sit tall out of your waistline. Last one here. And when you come back, bring those arms together. You can unthread those loops. You can go ahead, you can hang those straps on up. I am going to come facing you. We are going to come into a mermaid sit. So from here, I'm still on that one red spring. My shin is up against these shoulder blocks. My foot bar hand is a little bit in front of the shoulder lining up next to it. Your hand is coming out towards your tower. And from here, you're going to push away off that foot bar. Come into that lateral side bend. Reach long out of that waistline. Push off that foot bar. Find that length. Try to get this hip down towards the mat. And come up. Again, reach up and over, come in for that side bend, push through those arms, have that neck come long. One more here. Slowly come up. Exhale over to that side bend. Now, as you're reaching over, I want you to twist the torso towards the floor. You're rotating that torso, sliding the inside hand closest to the middle, the outside hand's coming to the foot bar. From here, I want you to slowly allow the carriage to come in as you bring your chest up a little bit into expansion and bring it back down. Bring that chest up. Get a little back extension and chest expansion. Last one here. Slowly come up. Next time you come down, stay down, reaching long. You're going to take that inside hand, move it over to where that outside hand is. Outside hand comes up and over for that mermaid stretch. Let's go into that opposing stretch. Take that hand, drop this hip, and reach for that counter stretch. All right, staying in this mermaid position, just go ahead, grab your strap that's closest to you. I am going to use the long loop because this is a little bit heavier weight than I like to use this on. So from here, we're going to rotate. So you're going to rotate towards the foot bar and bring it back. So again, really trying to press that mermaid hip down, trying to get those hips open as you're rotating the waistline. So getting all planes of movement for the spine. Last two. Next time you come back towards the strap, go ahead. You can hold that strap in your hand. And from here, we're just going to rotate towards our foot bar. Now, you can sit Indian style here, sitting up nice and tall out of your waistline. We're going to grab both straps now. So coming into reverse chest expansion here, shoulders are back and down. Abs are pulled in. From here, arms are coming out to your side. You're going to reach those arms up and resist them back. So really working to sit up out of that waistline, making sure everything is stable except for the arms that are moving you. Your back body is strong here. Last two, keep those traps down out of your ears. On this last one, keep those arms wide. Up. Now come into hug a tree position. Let's open it wide and bring it back together. Try not to pop. You don't have to go as wide here. Try not to pop through the chest. Just use the arms. Last three. And on that last one, slowly open those arms, and you can go ahead, hang that strap that is up. That is facing, hang up the strap we just used. All right, we are going to turn. We're going to come into our mermaid sit on this side. So my shin is coming up against the shoulder blocks. My inside foot is coming to a figure four in front of me. We're going to start with that rotation on this side. So I'm going to use the long loop here. I'm going to rotate towards my strap. From here, I'm going to exhale, rotate towards my foot bar. So allowing the strap to pull you for that full rotation. Last two. And last one here. When you come back towards that rotation towards your tower or your risers, go ahead and hang that strap up. All right, coming into that mermaid here. So our inside hand closest to the foot bar is a little bit in front of the shoulder next to it. Arm comes out. From here, you're pushing off that foot bar. You're coming in for that side bend, reaching long, trying to get this hip down towards the mat and come up. Let's do 2 more here, and then we'll add that twist of the torso. One more, up and over. When you're up and over in that side bend, you'll stay here this time. You're going to rotate your torso towards the floor. You're going to move your inside hand towards the center, outside hand. Now really push and pull with those opposite hands. Now from here, I want you to slowly bend your elbows. Come in for a little chest expansion, back extension, and bring it down. So you're resisting that pull in. You're trying to still maintain this hip down, and you're here with a rotated torso, finding the length as you stretch away. On this last one, as you come in, you're slowly going to move your outside hand back to the position it was, and then you're going to come up out of that rotation. Come up to a sitting tall spine. Take your inside hand, grab the shoulder block. Outside hand is coming in for a counter stretch. And when you feel good there, we are slowly coming up off our carriage. And we are coming to our foot bar, coming into an Eve's lunge. All right, so we're going to come into that Eve's lunge, staying on that red spring. Go ahead, find your foot in line with your foot bar. You want to make sure that your knee is tracking over your ankle. Knee is down on that carriage. Your chest is proud, looking straight in front of you as you press that hip flexor back. Trying to open up through that hip flexor. Let's bring that in. Let's move that stretch out one more time. Trying to get a little bit deeper into it. You can push off the foot bar to really get some feedback. Last one here, bring that carriage in and push it out. Again, going a little bit deeper. You can take that knee, bring it up off the foot bar. Drop the knee and slowly bring it on in. Beautiful. From here, I just want you to take your knee, bring it all the way, extend it all the way back to the foot bar if you can. And from here, I just want you to reach behind you and try to pull that heel towards your glute, stretching the front of your quad. And from here, you can slowly bring that in, and we'll come up and over to the other side. All right, so my outside foot, my standing foot is lined up with my foot bar. My ankle is tracking with my knee. My knee on the carriage is down. My chest is proud in front of me. And from here, I am going to push out. Use a little bit feedback from my hands to get a little bit deeper into this hip. Slowly track that carriage in. Try to keep that outside hip squared off. Come deeper into that stretch. Last one here. Bring that carriage all the way in. Here is where we're going to take our knee, bring it back to the shoulder block, and from here, reach behind us, pull that heel closer towards your glute. And then when you're comfortable there, you can slowly come out of that. You can come standing, roll those shoulders. And I hope you enjoyed this recovery flow. Please like, comment, and share. And I hope you had a wonderful holiday. Bye.